Good afternoon, Bev here from Art by Bedell. Today we're going to be creating a new page in our Just Because journal. Today we're going to be using Tim Holtz Distress Ink refill inkers. We're going to be applying it with baby wipes onto our pages, and because of the fall season and all the beautiful tree leaves and the colors, they were very inspiring to me this past weekend while I was gone. And so I decided that I wanted to come home and do a page in the journal with the fall colors. So we'll be using the reds, the greens, the yellows, the oranges, and some browns. So check it out. So these pages are all nicely prepped with gesso. And today I'd like to try to add some ink on my pages with baby wipes and re-inkers. The Distress Ink re-inkers. This one's Fired Brick, and we're just going to take a wet baby wipe and dab just a little bit of the ink on and start coloring our pages with it. And to always remember that when these inks dry, they'll be a little bit lighter because they've been diluted with the wet baby wipe, so they won't be quite as intense when they dry. We'll add a little bit more here. I'm going with fall colors. I went for a ride yesterday. Actually, it started on Friday, and I didn't get back home until Monday, and was out looking for fall leaves and the color of the beauty that's all around us right now. I just love fall time. I think a lot of people have fall time as their favorite season. It is beautiful. So I was out checking out the leaves, getting some inspiration. I'm like, I need to do a journal page with fall colors in it. So I'm doing some red and some yellow. Add green because there's still quite a bit of green out there, and some orange, and let's see what we can make here. I was looking at the brown trees that had already lost their leaves, and with the backdrop, the sumac is beautiful, a beautiful red color here in northeastern Pennsylvania. And when you have the brown behind the red sumac, and then with the golden colors of the trees, it's just is so pretty and so inspirational, and it can give you so many ideas on what to do in your artwork. It's just, it's the best. What can I say? It's the best. So we're going to try some dried marigold here. I would add these colors straight from the bottle, but I find that for this journal, it's too wet. These pages are not mixed media pages. It's just a regular journal. So it would be too wet for them and probably would ruin the pages. I have, like I said, gessoed it, and maybe you could add some gloss gel, some gel to your pages that would help seal it more if you wanted to go directly to your paper with the inks. But I've done it on mixed media paper before, and it's worked out very nicely going right from the bottle to the paper. But I don't think I'd do that in this book. So let's add a little green, and we have shabby shutters. It's looking like fall to me. Not quite sure what I'm going to do next with these pages, whether I'm going to do some collage, or I might have to take a moment to think about that. But all I had decided so far was that I was going to add these inks, these wet inks, on this paper. Yeah, I like that. I think a little rubber stamping in there with some of these colors would be nice. I like the colors to be more intense than what they are. So I think maybe I'll add some highlights with my rubber stamps and get some different ink colors going on there, or stamp directly. They make your hands a mess. You might want to wear plastic gloves. I'm not a plastic glove person. I don't like to wear gloves, so unless I really feel that it's absolutely necessary, I won't use them. I'll just get dirty. Okay, so let's step back a moment and think about what we want to do next. I'll be back. I have decided that I really want that red to be redder. And so I'm going to go directly onto this with my ink pad now and get some splotches, and it'll be splotches, and that's fine. That's what I'm after of color here. That's more like what I was having in mind for the color of red. And that's fired brick that I used. I'm gonna go in with a forest moss. Oh yeah, that's nice and rich. There's your pine trees out in the woods. They're still nice and rich in color. And I think we should add in some vintage photo, which would be the trees that have lost all their leaves. And they've got a little bit of brown sticking out here and there. And they're in amongst the trees that still have leaves on them. So I'm liking that brown on there. And of course we have to do some orange. And this one is spiced marmalade. Oh yeah. The orange in with the red. It's reminding me of what I've seen yesterday, and of course some yellow. So let's try the scattered straw. Okay, the scattered straw is okay, but I'm looking for more of a yellow than the scattered straw, so I'm going to change my mind and try the mustard seed and see if I like that better. I think that's a little bit brighter. I like that better. Okay, that looks like some of the colors I've seen outside yesterday. I'm quite happy with that. I think we need to maybe take a moment and dry this. So I messed up. I forgot to turn the camera back on. So we missed the whole next part of the video, but I'm going to show it to you anyhow. I really like that bold color that we ended up with, but I thought I would show you how to tone it down because I'm sure not everybody loves all that bold coloring in their journaling. So what I did was I took my brayer and some white gesso and I lightly brayered over all of that ink that we had put on, and it blended all of those colors together and muted them so it would look more like the fall when the leaves are not at their peak and things are going the other direction. And then I added on top of that my stamp from Art Impressions, that line stamp that I have that's Q2310, and I stamped that in with the dark green ink that I did the pine trees with. And then I added a little bit more of the green all the way around all the edges. So we ended up with a much more muted page than what I originally thought that I was going to do. But I wanted, like I said, I wanted to show this other way of toning it down, keeping those colors but toning them down. So, and now here we are with this muted page instead, and that's okay. So I went and found some pieces that I'd like to add to it. I have this Echo print paper. Some of these pieces got a little bit beat up in the process, so I really couldn't use them as a journal page, but I saved them all because I thought they're too pretty to just throw away, and I might be able to use them somewhere for something, and today's the day. So what I have done is I have taken one of these and I have cut out one of the little leaves and the fern, and then I have a couple of tags that I had also Echo printed that I'm going to use. And I found this ribbon that would add this really nice orange, just like it's a burnt orange color to the page. So we're going to go and we're going to put this all together. Let's see. I'm going to use a stapler to put this tag up here in this corner with the ribbon on top. I thought about tying on a bow on it, but I don't think I want to do that. I just want to do something like that. And will it matter to me when I do the other side and I have a stapler here, no, that won't matter to me. And if it does bother me, I can just cover it up with some ephemera. So I'm liking that, just like that. And then down here, I want that one underneath and maybe this one over top like this. And I think I'll stick with a stapler and just staple it on. I could use some gel, a glue, any kind of glue. I could use a glue, but I think I'm going to stick with what I did up here and just staple it on. So. I didn't quite get that piece there. I'm not sure that I can do what I want to do here. Yes, I can. I want to staple behind it like that. And then, oh no, they're both in there. So I like that. I like the echo printing with the colors that I had chosen. It's fall time. I'll take these out so you can get a better look at the pages. And there we have it. Now I'll need to title this. It is my Just Because book. So I need to put my title in there, and Just Because, let's see. Let me think about that for a second. I have decided that since I spent the weekend with family, like I said, I left on Friday, didn't get back till yesterday, and I went and visited some of my kids and grandkids and my brothers. I think I'm going to put Just Because I'm Blessed by Family. That will be the name of this page. Okay, and that completes this page. I wanted to show you the difference of how the inks look when you drop them directly onto the journal pages, and then you use water to mist them to get them to moving around, and they blend really nicely that way. You don't have any control, and that's what's kind of fun about it. You can see how much brighter they are. These were the colors that I truly was looking for. These truly look like fall to me as opposed to the muted ones. These are much prettier. But I couldn't do that into my Just Because journal because the pages are too thin. So, and that's okay because I did like what we did with that also. But I did want to show you how pretty these are done this way too. Hope you like this video. Leave a message below. Let me know what you think. Do you like them bold or do you like them muted? Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe and you enjoy your fall season and have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.